The federal government shutdown enters its 16th day. This comes after the Senate failed once again to pass a bill to keep the government funded. Now, California lawmakers on both sides of the aisle are feeling the pressure to work together. ABC 10's Jeannie Nguyen asked them about their plans if this shutdown continues long term.
Becca, I spoke with Congressman Bera and Kiley. While both of them usually do not agree on the same issues politically, they both tell me they are working hard to do what they can to ensure this shutdown ends sooner than later. For the 10th time, the Senate failed to pass a funding plan to keep the government open.
Another failed vote to end the shutdown.
It's very frustrating that the government remains closed.
Democrats are demanding a deal on the Affordable Care Act subsidies before they agree to pass a GOP-led continuing resolution to keep the government open. As both parties continue to blame one another, two California members of Congress tell ABC 10 they're working to find a compromise. Republican Congressman Kiley says he is still working in D.C. regardless of a shutdown.
I've been having a number of conversations with folks on both sides of the aisle. I am very disappointed that the House of Representatives as a whole is not in session. This has been 3 consecutive weeks when session has been canceled, and I completely disagree with that decision.
Democrat Congressman Bera says he will return to D.C. on Monday and continue his efforts to find a middle ground with his colleagues on both sides of the aisle.
I think we will continue to talk to our leadership. We'll continue to talk to other stakeholders. I do feel like the Senate is getting closer to getting something passed.
As leaders of both parties continue to point the finger at one another, Kiley has been open in criticizing Republican Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, for canceling House sessions.
That to me is extremely frustrating, and it's why I decided to come back, even though the House as a whole has not, to hoping that maybe I can start a trend here and we can encourage our leadership to do the right thing.
And while Bera supports how Minority Leaders Hakeem Jeffries and Chuck Schumer have been handling the shutdown, he too says he's encouraging his leadership to find common ground with the other side.
I think we've got to get the government open. And, I'll head back to Washington, D.C., talk to my leadership, talk to my Republican colleagues if they're back there, and see if there's not a way we can get this going.
And the U.S. Senate will meet again on Monday. We did reach out to Representatives Doug LaMalfa and Tom McClintock to ask what they are doing during the shutdown and if they're working to find a compromise. We did not get a response from either of them. However, Congresswoman Doris Matsui tells ABC 10 Democrats have been ready and willing to reach a bipartisan agreement to reopen the government, adding she has been going back and forth from Sacramento to D.C. to meet with constituents and demand Republicans to negotiate in good faith. Becca.
Jeannie, thank you.